Hi everyone, it's Bryce with Seven Sons Farms and HenGear.com, and today I'd like to show you our new 3.0 rollout nest box that we just came out with. I also want to point out some of the really cool, unique, and exclusive features that you absolutely need to know about before ordering a nest box. I'm actually out here on pasture doing some chores. We have roughly about 12,000 laying hens on our farm. This is about an 80-acre field that we're running everything in. We're using these portable 20 by 48 skid hoop houses that are moved every day, and we figure roughly about 1,000 birds per building. And this is these portable structures. These are our summer housing, the warmer months, and then in the winter months we'll actually move them to these 400-foot long high tunnel greenhouses. We have a total of 3 of them here. And they have, as you can see there, the roll-up sides. So that's for ventilation, and I'll give them outdoor access all winter long. So we'll head on inside and check out our new nest boxes. But just real quickly, I want to just give a brief history of how we got started. We got into pasture laying hens about 15 years ago, and like many of you, we were using traditional nesting boxes. They had divider walls and using straw and or shavings to bed the hens in, and we're just experiencing an incredible amount of dirty eggs and broken eggs. It was just a mess. So we actually set out to come up with something different, something that would work on our farm. We met with a local manufacturer, and working together we came up with a nest box design that ultimately we wanted to end the broken eggs and the messy, dirty eggs, and that's what we did, and we've been using them on our farm ever since. We've made many improvements to our box. We're constantly always making changes. We love hearing back from our customers and getting feedback from them and any recommendations that they have, so we can apply it to continue to make our nest box even better. Anyways, let's head on inside and check things out. Okay, as you can see, we're in one of our winter structures. We just got these birds in here recently. They're about 16 weeks old. They should be up and laying in about a month here, just in time for winter. As you can see, we have the feed line system and the water system here running the full length of the building, along with the roost in the center. And in this wall here, we have our new 3.0 nest box lining this entire wall. Okay, I'll just explain real quick how these nesting boxes work. As you can see, we use bright red vinyl curtains along with a red Roost Bar. It's very important that your nest box has these features because hens are attracted to the color red, and you want them to be attracted to your nest box. And that's why oftentimes you see chicken feeders and chicken waterers are that color. So hens are attracted to bright red colors. So when the hen's ready to lay, she'll jump up on this red Roost Bar here, and then she'll climb through the gap in this curtain here. It's very important that you have an actual open gap in your curtain. And as you can see here, we have like this brown AstroTurf material, so it kind of acts as like a straw or wood shaving bedding. I'll actually open this up here. So when you open it, you lift the Roost Bar. This is how you gain access to the collection tray. So when the hen goes on inside and lays her egg, the floor is actually sloped. Just a slight slope, and they'll actually roll away from the hen and down into this front compartment, and that actually keeps the egg safe and clean. I'd also like to point out that these brown nesting pads can easily be removed and pulled out for cleaning, so you can just give them a quick shake or power wash them if you like. Something else you may notice that's different compared to our older model nest boxes is that this pad actually fully extends down into the collection tray, and it's not just up in the nesting area. With our older models, the pad ended right at about here, and then the rest of this was wire mesh. Actually, it's actually what's underneath here, and it doesn't take long for that wire to get dusty. And when an egg is freshly laid, it's obviously wet and would roll down. With our older model, when the egg would roll down onto the wire mesh, it would collect up that dust that's on the wire, and we'd have these, we call them dust lines, and it really added to our egg washing time. We had a lot of customers reaching out and bringing that to our attention. So we have solved that by simply extending the pad down into collection tray. I'd like to highlight our new black vinyl curtain that we've just added here between the collection tray and the nesting area. This really helps to hide the eggs from the hens. With some of our older models that did not have this curtain, we noticed that some of the hens were starting to figure out how to reach their heads down on in and peck away at eggs and break them, and even sometimes try to pull them back up to set on them, and then the hens would go broody. So yeah, this curtain's just very important, and it really helps to safeguard your eggs. We also include a complimentary wooden fake trainer egg with all of our nest boxes. So all of our nesting boxes can be set up freestanding out on the ground, out in the middle of your coop or against the wall, or you can mount them up off the wall like we have here. And we use these, we call them our quick attach hangers. They just simply screw to the wall like you see here. And you can just easily lift the nest box up and to take it off, or you can easily just slide it right back on. So we find it really handy to have an extra set of these hangers. If you're like us, where you're moving nest boxes a couple times a year from your winter housing to your summer housing, it makes the transition a lot faster. So I just removed one of the nesting boxes off the wall here so I could show you another one of our new and exclusive features, and that's our hinged magnetic back. So as you can see, we have a magnet here that's attached to the box, and the back here actually hinges forward. This is very important. Say if you're setting your box up as a rear rollout, meaning the collection tray is mounted on the back side of the nesting box. So say if you wanted to cut a hole in the side of your coop to allow that collection tray to stick out through, and you can collect your eggs all from the outside of your coop. However, though, if you do not have a hinged magnetic back, you'll still have to go on the inside of your coop later on in the day and remove and exclude any hens that are sleeping inside the box, because they'll make a manure mess of your pad and therefore make a mess of your eggs. And also you have to come on inside to lift up your red Roost Bar. So with the hinged magnetic back, our nest box is fully serviceable from the outside of your coop by just simply reaching your hand on through, pull up the red Roost Bar, and then you can also latch our new Roost Bar release mechanism, which I'll go show you here in just a second. Okay, I'm over here in one of our other coops where we just recently installed a whole bunch of our new Roost Bar release actuators. And as I mentioned earlier, it's very critical that your hens do not sleep in your box overnight, because if they do, they will just make a manure mess of your pad, therefore making a mess of your eggs, and that will just increase your labor costs having to clean pads and clean the eggs. So for us in the afternoons, around 2 p.m., we'll come out here and collect the eggs and lift up the red Roost Bar, and that's what keeps them from getting in the nest box. However, though, it's equally important that Roost Bar is lowered in the morning so hens can start laying. And for us, that's about 6 a.m. So for years, we were coming out here just to lower these Roost Bars. That was the only morning chore we had. So we came up with these actuator switches where we'll come out here to collect the eggs. We'll make sure there's no hens inside the box. We'll lift up the red Roost Bar here and pull the plunger switch down and latch it. And then we'll open the collection tray here and collect all of our eggs. As you can see, there's a spring attached to the Roost Bar, and that's what actually pulls the Roost Bar down. I can demonstrate this here opening for you real quick. Again, this is set for 6 a.m. in the morning. So there you have it. So now we no longer have to get up early in the morning just to go open up the nesting bars. And as you can see, we have these multi-plug-in extension cords that go down the full length of the building. So we can tap each one of these actuators into that cord. All right, again, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'd like to recap real quick just some of the highlighted exclusive features of our new nesting box. And one, that's the new nesting pad that extends all the way down to the front collection tray, so you no longer get those dust line. Then you have the black curtain, which helps hide the eggs after they're laid. And then with every nest box purchase, we include a fake wooden trainer egg. And then last but not least is the hinged magnetic back. So again, I really appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions regarding our products, please visit HenGear.com. Or if you'd like to learn more about our farm and our farming operations here, please visit sevensons.net. Till next time.